the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's on his way. And all the way down to the 5. A huge play there right off the bat. 74 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. It's the fullback. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them. Now in his 8th year in the NFL.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 24 carries, 116 yards, and a trip to the end zone.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
On second down, Griffin. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Chambers. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll leave him with a third and just a yard. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Well, throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, Ford. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. You talk about this Rams defense. They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
They go play action. Griffin. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. It's Ford. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end, any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was, because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
That's That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guys scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 80 yards.
After the last game, they had plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. You look at this Steeler defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play, only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
Let's take it on the 25. So a change of possession here on the punt. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. A gain of 3, second down. Back to throw. Griffin firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
7 yards there and a first down. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. 7-7, our score after 1. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. To about the 26 here. Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Now they'll throw it with Griffin. Wide open receiver, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards, the final tally.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. L.A. readies for its next possession. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart, because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with, because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down. How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On first down, Purdy. That one's taken in by Spears. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. All right, I need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, if my calculations are correct here, and I think that they are, he's now over 55,000 career passing yards.
But you did get a fine education in the Midwest, my friend, so I know that happened, okay? I know those Butler Bulldogs very proud of what they sent out there, so I'm trusting your numbers. 55,000 yards? Wow. I mean, what more can you say?
Yeah.
Wow.
He was already in the top 10. Now he just keeps climbing toward the top.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st. The tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Newman. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
He's got it. Touchdown, Rams. From 10 yards out.
And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point safely through. And we are tied at 14. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run up the middle with Campbell. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and a yard. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
They'll throw on 1st down with Griffin. Throw left side complete. That's Chambers.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Griffin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. There's Griffin to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Chambers. Touchdown! A great play there. 37 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw, Purdy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. A 2nd down throw for Purdy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Purdy will look to throw again here. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now Purdy.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Newman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And this is caught at the 8. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
They run with Ford. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On first down, Griffin. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Chambers.
And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
Here's Griffin. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 17 yards out.
And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On second down, it's Newman. He can't get him down. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That gain on third down, good for 28.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Purdy now on second down.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Rams are back within a score.
The point after is good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. honed in on it and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On second down now, it's Ford.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Play action. Now Griffin. He finds his man, complete. It's Chambers. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 21 yards there on third down.
For the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Play action. It's Griffin. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
2nd and 5. Throwing here, Purdy.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Now inside the 25.
Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Here's Griffin. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the middle they go. Ford. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
72 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
The Steeler first down and a pickup of 11 yards.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Now Griffin.
To the sideline and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now Griffin. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll run on first down. It's Ford, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake. Griffin. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Griffin.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Purdy now to throw.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy.
Over the middle, it's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy.
He finds his man, complete. It's Newman. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. A handoff as they run the counter play. Now this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you 1st downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up 1st downs.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into...
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Griffin. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Inside the 10.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Steelers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down by 10. 2:08 on the clock. They'll have 1 play, maybe 2, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a 1st down. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Purdy to throw.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Rams have cut it back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. He'll get this down to the 38.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Campbell. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Pittsburgh, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Rams, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.
The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.